Right, so 6.2, you will see you've got both sets of questions for English and Afrikaans. Top ones is English, bottom ones is Afrikaans. So you have four sets, four shapes, which is the orange, the green, the blue, and the yellow. So firstly, what you need to know is that this one is I'm not going to write out the name fully, a parallelogram, a parallelogram. We have a rechthoek or a rectangle. Then we have the right or kite in English. And then we have a vierkant of a square. All right, you can write the names out perfectly. I'm not going to do that. So we've got four shapes there: parallel, kite, rectangular, square. Some things I want you to look at is you need to remember these are the diagonal lines, die diagonale lyne. Now there's some things I want you to recognize, which is one, if you measure that diagonal line and this diagonal line, you would see that that is the same. This one would be, if you measure from there to there and from there to there, it would be the same. So these two diagonal lines are the same length, right? Some other things I want you to look at is the following. This here is a 90-degree angle. So those are 90-degree angles. This is 90-degree angles, but these are not. So those have 90-degree angles, which make those two the same, 90-degree angles. Okay. What else can we see about these shapes? Which is, if we look at these diagonal lines, right, and that one, you will see they are not the same. One is shorter than the other. The same with this. This diagonal line, the diagonale line, is shorter than from H to F, which means these shapes almost looks like it's been kind of squished together so that the diagonal lines are no longer the same. So these two diagonal lines, not same. Okay. What else can we see? Let's see about angles. Let me change the color for my pen. Let's look at angles. Ach, not, this is not. Let me just take another color. Let's make it red. The sides, I mean. These two are the same. And those two are the same. So their corresponding lines, hulle ooreenkomstige lyne, they are equal. Same with these one. No, not that one. These ones are the same. That one is the same. So this shape and that shape has corresponding sides which are the same. But if you look at this one, that shape side, you see all their sides are the same. So this shape and that shape, I know this looks now democrat, you can just make it much more neater if you want to do stuff like that. Their sides are equal. Okay, hulle sye is even long. Now I want to look a bit more closely to the diagonal lines. If you look at these two, you're not going to get 90-degree angles there. Do you see that? So their diagonal lines are not 90, but if you look at this, you'll find that both these shapes have 90-degree angles. Okay, so they have 90-degree angles. So I just want you to keep all of this in mind when you start answering the questions. So if you actually go to a parallel, it means that these two shapes can be seen as parallel shapes because corresponding angles are the same, sides are the same, and corresponding sides are the same, but also corresponding angles are the same on this one. Okay, So, right, let's quickly look at the questions. Let's work through those. You can pause the video if you want to do some uh, catching up, some summaries, and then, but I also would like you to draw the shapes so that if you go back in your book, remember you don't have a study guide for this. If you go into your book, at least you've got the question as well. So please write down the question with the correct shapes there. So question 6.2.1. Let me just find my book here. Right. It says identify different quadrilaterals. Identificeer die vierhoeke. So your answer is going to look something in the lines like this. You're going to name it A, B, C, D equals, and then you're going to tell me it's a parallelogram. Then you're going to say E, F, H, G, H equals a rhombus or a I just want to see something here. So just remember, I said now rhombus. Just remember, yeah, kite is also a name for rhombus. Let me just mention that as well, rhombus. So that is how you're going to answer 6.1. You can pause and do that. Now I'm just going to go with you through to the other questions because you can answer that, I think, actually quite on your own. So if you can answer that, pause the video, answer them, and then come back and then mark it with the rest of the video. Which of the given quadrilaterals have equal opposite sides? Watter van die gegee vierhoeke se oorstaande sye is ewe lank? So that would be all of them. All of the equal opposite sides are the same. The next question is which of the given shapes have equal opposite angles? Now you can measure the angles if you're unsure. So watter van die oorstaande hoeke is almal gelyk? Ook almal. Because if you literally take this, that and that's the same. That and that's the same. That and that's the same. That. You see this. That P, R is the same. Q and S are the same. M and W are the same. N and Y are the same. They're all the same. Number 4, which have diagonals equal in length? So watter se diagonale hoeklyne is ewe lank. Dit sal dan wees die reghoek en die vierkant, the rectangular and the square. Then number 5, which of these have perpendicular diagonals? Watter het loodregte diagonale lyne? We also did that. So we can very easily also say that it's the rhombus or the kite and then also the square. So finish your questions and then we'll move on to the next.